Hello everyone, this is SWTOR Snoopy here, back with another Star Wars The Old Republic video. Today I have for you guys another Star Wars The Old Republic highlight video. In today's highlight video, I'm going to be talking about what I plan on doing with the rank system overall with my commando, and maybe a new challenger will approach. And yeah, honestly, it is really cool, and I feel like this decision will be the best for this channel if I do plan to do a From Noob to Pro series when it comes down to ranked. So I hope you guys enjoy this Star Wars The Old Republic highlight video. As always, if you guys enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the video. Alrighty guys, let's get into the video right now. So as you can tell, I'm currently playing on my Marauder. So I decided that what I'm going to do for the whole entire ranked scheme of things is actually going to be, to go ahead and play on my Marauder. Now I know some people may not exactly like that decision, mainly because of the fact that, it's going to be from noob to pro with a Marauder class, but at the same time I feel like this could be a lot better, as I've been really enjoying Marauder, and I feel like it could be a really fun class to go ahead and play as. Now I'm not currently in a guild, and I don't plan on being in one, honestly, for the time being, as I'm likely not going to be really doing anything else besides ranked on this Toon in particular. And based on what I've seen, survivability wise, it seems like the Marauder, he still has some problems, as you can tell. Besides, this is a 4v4, but at the same time, you can tell, there are some issues when it comes down to trying to survive, but they can be a lot more efficient and can overall help the team a ton when it comes down to ranked gameplay. But anyways, guys, like I said, this is going to come down to a video of just explaining, kind of not really the fact of how this is broken, more or less, the whole entire idea of ranked right now, but it's going to be a little talk about, some of the problems that I've honestly seen when it comes down to ranked PvP. Now, this is not one of those videos that's just going to be, just, like I say, causing a bunch of problems overall. But yeah, that's just the whole entire point, like I said, you guys. I don't want this to be a video of, just ranting about stuff, because for the main fact, it just seems like, honestly, BioWare kind of has the broken class of, Marauder in the whole entire PvP scheme of things. Compared to other classes, they really don't have that much survivability PvP-wise. That's not to say that they are not good at all in, when it comes down to PvE. Because, like I said, the main fact is in PvE, it is really fun to go ahead, try to do some stuff overall. And I feel like that's just something that's really nice. So, yes, my highest rating on my commando was 1,058. And currently it's like at 900 and something. So I'm not even going to bother, honestly, anymore with it. I'm going to try to go ahead and gear this Toon correctly, and then maybe do a Noob to Pro series from this. Because honestly, based on what I've seen, it seems like on Ebon I've mostly been getting games when it comes down to, damage versus damage. But yeah, when it does come down to, a fight damage versus damage wise, if you get globaled and CC stunned and whatnot, when you are, after all, a commando, it can become a struggle, and as a merc as well, because once you do get focused down, it can become a really big struggle. And I feel like that is very... it's a huge problem overall, just because of the fact that it just honestly, it doesn't really irritate me, but at the same time, it is kind of disappointing that, BioWare really shows that they don't really care too much about the class overall when it comes down to rank, and they are trying to fix it, which I will give them props to, just at the fact that they're trying to fix it, but currently in the game, it doesn't seem like it's really worth playing, as it's, it's going to take a long time to go ahead and get the rating up, and it's not really down to the fact of solo rating or ranking and whatnot, but it's the fact that once you have a bunch of shadows and or different stealthers and just a whole entire team focusing you as a commando, sadly all those defensive and all those CC breakers and whatnot are not going to let you survive. And that's just kind of what I wanted to say in this video right here, just as a highlight. And as you can see, the gameplay is of course me on my Marauder. I am going to be playing Fury when I do play ranked. For the most part, I'm going to be trying to go ahead and get some gear, and that's going to be from noob to pro, obviously. But I just don't feel like that would be a really interesting series. Because like I said, you can play very well when it comes down to Marauder and PvP. Like I said, they are a really good class overall. They can do a lot of damage. They can manage to take out enemies pretty well. But sadly, when it comes down to 4v4s, if you do have an opposite team that does know what they're doing, and they do know how to focus overall, then you're kind of out of luck. Like I said, it can become a huge struggle, mainly because of the fact that people get really irritated really fast, and people just honestly get, mad. Honestly, I really don't care about the fact that people get mad that you're playing as a commando and ranked. But it's just kind of the fact that, when you do have a well-coordinated team on the opposite side, you can't really do too much once you get shut down as commando, sadly. And like I said, it is really useful. Commando is a very useful class, but sadly, survivability-wise, when it comes down to ranked PvP in 4v4, it can become a problem. That's not to say that they can't be good in 8v8s, because like I said, usually when there's a bunch of commotion going on in 8v8s, it's pretty simple, like I said, to go ahead and just get in the whole entire mix. But sadly, when it comes down to 4v4, if you do have a other team that is, you know, really confident and they know what they're doing, then you're gonna get focused like crazy. But anyways, one good thing about Commando in ranked is just the fact that they can net people. But at the same time, it's just kind of the fact that you will die usually very fast. And I know that some of the classes are squishy. In particular, you know, the Marauder is still squishy, but at the same time, he can manage to do some decent burst damage when it comes down to like the Fury spec right here. So that's why I'm going to be playing Fury. And like I said, I mean, he's in full 168 slash some 174 right now, this Toon right now. So obviously he's not doing too much. And obviously there is a, usually with the gear when it comes down to Marauder, there is a lot. Yeah, I mean, there's tons of, crit, not really crit surge, but there's a lot of power surge. So you go up to like 80, so then you have to start, changing the augments and enhancements and whatnot. So I'm likely going to actually go for some, power enhancements, mainly because of the fact that I feel like power would work out pretty well. But at the same time, just having too much crit can become a problem, because once you hit that soft cap of about 75, it can become a real struggle, because there will be no point to have it. And sadly, with the Weapon Master gear, it just seems like they all just have tons upon tons of, just a bunch of surge, which is kind of pointless. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing this series if I actually want to do it. I just feel like it's going to be fun doing this overall, and I feel like it would be a bit more enjoyable. Like I said, I would probably do some more Commando ranked eventually, but I'm not sure if I would record it. I mean, all I'm trying to say is that it would not be fun watching Commando ranked, constantly, because you are not going to survive too long. You are going to be able to do a lot of damage. That is true. Like I said, a good Commando can manage to do a lot of stuff, but sadly, it usually comes down to the fact that the Commando is going to be focus targeted, and without a healer or anything to help them overall. And when it comes down to damage versus damage, you're kind of like in the wrong. You're going to die, and it's just a bit disappointing, because like I said, I don't want to make a Noob to Pro series where, I just kind of show the rating each time. I feel like it would be really fun to go ahead and show some of the games of the 4v4s, since they can get really intense, like I said. But sadly, it doesn't seem fun, playing as Commando, just doing that in... Like I said, I mean, it's really useful because some of the netting issues and whatnot, because like I said, when you net, you can really cause a bunch of havoc when it comes down to your team, or the opposite team, of course. But sadly, I don't want to just, play gameplay with that, and the survivability is a bit boring. So I don't want to just, constantly make a series where, I'm going to do some damage, but then I'm going to die, and or I'm going to get focus targeted, and then it's not going to be a fun time. Since that doesn't seem like it's going to be fun overall, and yeah, I mean, I just feel like this would be a better class to overall play, just for the fact that it seems like it would be a bit more enjoyable in some stance. So yeah, that's just all I want to say really right now. Seems a bit interesting. I feel like this is good for the channel in itself, just if I do a series for this. So I'm just going to go ahead and just, leave the ranked scheme of things to my Marauder, which gives me another good thing. Also because of the fact that, like I said, I'm going to be able to start PvPing on the Marauder, which is really awesome, not going to lie. So yeah, that's just the whole entire point of this right now. Alright, it looks like someone is trying to cap, sadly, and they're trying to do some stuff. But yeah, honestly, it seems like this is going to be a lot... yeah, I guess say it's going to be a really, really good idea just doing this overall. And hopefully you guys respect it and honestly fine with it. Like I said, you can feel free to, I guess, say, call me out on some stuff. Like I said, I mean, honestly, if you do play Commando in ranked, just go ahead and say some stuff. If I'm saying anything wrong right here. But based on what I've been playing on Ebon, it seems like it's become a huge struggle when it comes down to the fact of, playing this game right here. But yeah, guys, it wouldn't be a fun series if I were to just go ahead and, record it and just get netted every now and then actually net other people myself. Do a bit of damage here and there. So, yeah, that's just what my stance is currently right there. And I know that a lot of people do like Commando. Like I said, I mean, that is like the class that I play the most, of course. But I feel like when it comes down to this class in ranked, I'm going to love doing this just because of the fact that it will be, a bit more different from Noob to Pro, considering the fact that this is not my main class. And also, it's really fun just because of the fact that, since the survivability is moderate on this character itself, or the actual Marauders and Sentinels and whatnot. But I mean, it seems like it would be the best idea for this channel if I were to do this series. So that's just kind of my little highlight right here, just showing off some of the gameplay. I know I'm not really doing big numbers right here because, like I said, I do need to augment my gear and min-max and do all that stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing ranked just now. I'm not going to be trying to go ahead and, constantly do ranked with a bunch of, low tier gear, because that would be really bad, obviously. So yeah, guys, I think we did pretty moderate this match, as you can tell right there. So let's just go ahead and actually just, you know, give an MVP vote to this player right here. But I feel like this would be a really fun class to play with from noob to pro. And like I say, that's going to be the end of this highlight video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this SWTOR Republic highlight video, just going over some of my points and facts about the current stance of what I'm going to be doing with that new series and what I'm going to be doing with my commando when it comes down to ranked. So if you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.